Yes, people, so, well, I'm saying people. This is basically just a journal to myself, but I'm going to upload it to YouTube. And yeah, basically, I'm doing a 200k FTMO challenge. And as you can see by the stats, it's going quite well, but I don't want to get ahead of myself because I've made that mistake before. But yeah, I just thought I'd show you the stats at the moment. And yeah, break down this trade, what I took on gold. So, first things first, I basically trade SMC, liquidity sweeps, all that sort of stuff, but the main thing what's increased my win rate is going with the trend, not trying to catch reversals, and also just sticking to gold really. But we'll get into that in a minute. So to start off, I'll just show you the execution on MT5 as well, just so it's proof. And yeah, so first things first, higher time frame. So I do pay attention to the higher time frame, but it doesn't really matter too much. If the 15-minute and the 5-minute is bullish, I'll be buying. But yeah, you've just got to take all sorts of different things into consideration. So as you can see here, we've had this massive push up, what broke this structure. Now we've returned to the discount and we've carried on rallying. So once we've come down here, I'm then looking for buyers to take this high out, because if we're following market structure, you're always taking this high out. So yeah, that's basically what my bias was going into this trading day. Now, let me just click off that. So let's get into the lower time frame. Let's go on the 5-minute. Now, what you can see here, so we're looking for buyers, we know this before we're coming into the session. And what you can see here is, this is London Open, this dotted line. So we would have one sweep of liquidity and then a second sweep of liquidity. Normally, one sweep of liquidity is good enough for me. Even this here, this is a sweep of liquidity. But obviously we then broke structures to the downside. But yeah, if there's no sweep of liquidity, I will never get into a trade. I've got to see that. I don't feel confident if there hasn't been sweeps of liquidity, because before every move, what goes up, you will see a sweep of liquidity 9 times out of 10. You can see it here. I think that's a sweep of liquidity on the 15-minute, just sweeping the candle low, but there's a sweep here and now a break of structure. We return to a discount and then we break structure again. This was another trade what I took on the account, but it happens constantly. You can even see here, sweep of liquidity and then we break the structure. So yeah, this is why I do not enter a trade unless there's been sweep for liquidity. Now let's break this down. So one sweep of liquidity is enough, but when you see 2 sweeps of liquidity, this is just, it's just perfect. It's what you look for. I feel 100% confident getting into this trade. Now, if we was bearish and was sweeping liquidity and didn't break above like this, then it doesn't really matter. But the fact that we've broke structure and we've had this massive push up, I just know I'm getting in for a buy. So this all happened in Asia session. Sorry. And another thing, what a good little tip, if the demand zone or order block has swept liquidity, that is a high probability demand zone or order block. If it hadn't swept liquidity, then obviously they still work, but it's just like this demand zone worked here. But I just feel safer getting into the trade, and just through trading and experience and backtesting, when your order block has swept liquidity, it's a lot more likely to win. So basically, this here is also liquidity. So I don't see this as a break of structure. I see this as even this here. I see this as a sweep of liquidity. I don't get worried thinking, oh, the market's breaking structure to the downside now, because I've got an overall bias for that day. So to be honest, I'm happy when I see these lows getting formed, because I know this is fuel to then push up. So yeah, price returned, tapped into the zone. And another tip, when the candle doesn't close inside the zone and closes strongly and bullishly or bearish if you're selling, there's no reason to not get into the buy. There's just no, if you said to me, yeah, what's the reason to not get in, I wouldn't be able to tell you. We've had 2 sweeps of liquidity, a break of structure, we're bullish on the higher time frame, so I'm getting in for a buy no matter what, whether it's a win or loss. So obviously this was a very nice win, and to be honest, I was in work at the time and I calculated the lot sizes wrong. Normally I'll use magic keys, but I should have made a lot more money on this trade, but I'm still grateful. But if you look how far it ran, well, you've probably seen before anyway. If I got the lot sizes right and held, I would have passed the trade by now, and would have passed the challenge by now, but that's all hindsight. But yeah, that's just a little A+ setup, what I thought I'd break down. The main focus on these trades is a sweep of liquidity. So if you're bullish on the higher time frame, and then let's say this is the lower time frame and you're getting down to a discount, I would not take this trade up here unless it swept the low and then broke the high, and that's when you go. So yeah, that's the key thing to take from this video. And if I carry on taking trades like this and following the plan of no counter trend trades, no only following the bullish trends and the higher time frame, then I don't see why I can't pass this challenge. But I don't want to get ahead of myself either, because I know what can happen. But yeah, that was just a quick little breakdown, and yeah, hopefully I'll come back on the next video for my own little diary. If people watch it, then it's a bonus. But yeah, I'm just uploading it for myself really, and see where it goes. But yeah, if you got to the end and you did watch it, thanks a lot for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace out.